Well, hi. Work sucks. I know. But what if I told you you could have the opportunity to rent out games and movies to customers? An opportunity that no one gets anymore. It's a rare opportunity. What's the big deal? And if you really want to accelerate your career, you can go next door to where you can sell the games. And you can sell memberships that people are going to ultimately figure out are useless. And if you do decide to stay at the rental side, you'll still get paid minimum wage and probably almost no benefits. All whilst you get to tell customers that their rental was late coming back and that they owed $26 for being 2 days late. And then they're pissed. Not too shabby, huh? Well, I'm sure many of you remember things like Hollywood Video and Blockbuster, or maybe even your local store where you got those deep cuts. Those real deep cuts. You know what I'm talking about. And some of you may not even remember these places at all. Maybe the closest thing you've heard is your parents talking about how cool it was to drive 20 minutes into town just to rent a DVD for 3 days and have to go drive it all the way back. I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't nostalgic to go up there and rent a game with my family, just to order some pizza, come back with my dad, and my dad would be like, "This game, I don't know about that. This game might be a little too scary for you." And it was like Diddy Kong Racing. Just having a good time with my family and just relaxing on a Friday evening while they later on just got to go watch movies. It was sick. It was great. It was a good time for all to be had. But nowadays we just have streaming services and you can just have those things directly streamed right into your house, which is fine. Obviously, it was more inconvenient to go out of your way to go to these stores. But we're not looking for entertainment right now. We're looking to see if we can become a valued employee of one of these fine establishments. So I figured what better way to do that by checking out a couple of their training videos. But before we do that, I have to give you all credit. Y'all really came through on my last video. No, but seriously, I really loved the turnout on the last video. Everyone was incredibly supportive. Even the comments that weren't like directly like, "You did a good job," they were still incredibly valid criticisms, and I appreciated all of that. And it was just a good time. It felt good to do it. But it was cool to get that kind of engagement because I've been at this for a while. And to see something finally take off, just even a little bit, even in the grand scheme of things, was fantastic. And I want to say thank you for that. And let's keep it going, huh? Did I just blink fully? I didn't even wink, I don't think. I think I fully blinked. You know what they say? Strike while the pins are up. I always start with some safety tips for working for Hollywood Video. All these are going to be Hollywood videotapes, but we'll start with the standard safety tips, huh?
I'm Johnny Wilsonville. Welcome to Knucklehead.
Right, so right away we're greeted with something that is very reminiscent of a show called Jackass, a show that ran sometime in the 90s and the early 2000s, and I'm sure a lot of you are still familiar with it because the 4th movie just came out and everyone's a freaking dinosaur. But of course it would be, right? Because it was the 2000s. Hollywood Video was incredibly huge about trying to appeal to the masses. There's some other videos out there I would like to go over at some point, but I think they've been covered enough.
I'm down here in the his house. You know, the heezy.
So we'll probably leave it there, but they always had these themes where it was just like,
"Hey Johnny, wanna come over to my house after school and play GoldenEye? I got the Rumble Pack features that makes it feel like a real gun. My dad says we can take a couple sips of his beer. I did a spin on a scooter yesterday and I accidentally hit my shin and I only cried for 15 minutes.
Felt a little bit like that pretty much on everything that you ever watched back then.
This is the Dropbox of Joy.
Got that right.
I feel like this is low-hanging fruit, and I'm sorry. I feel like it was a missed opportunity calling it the Dropbox of Glory. Just saying. After being sprayed with fire hydrant chemicals and being sprayed in the face with mustard as well as ear damage, he was never able to recover from that day. Never was quite the same.
Well, that looks brilliant.
Yeah, look at these stupid losers back here. What are the freaking dweebs, stupid idiots? They're on the company clock destroying thousands of dollars of DVDs and property. But you and I, we know better. We know better. We know you're not supposed to be acting a fool like that.
This is Dumpster Dive.
So this is one of those things where like it's 2 a.m. You just got out of a movie and there's like a store, like a bookstore right next door. And you can see some high school kids on a Friday night just kind of screwing around back there. It has that energy to me. Holy shit, did that dude just go down for a swipe? Oh, he totally did. I don't know what that was. I couldn't see it. He's just down there just like absolutely murdering his friend.
At least this time they've got the right equipment.
I wish I brought my equipment. I wanted to hang out with the boys. I wanted to get in there and rascal around a little bit.
But you're not doing any stunts at work, so why the big deal about safety?
Speak for yourself, dude. I'm doing sick-ass stunts all the time. What are you talking about?
Well, look, when you're not careful, you can get hurt just doing normal everyday stuff. And getting hurt hurts. If you get hurt and can't come to work, how are you going to put food on the table for you or your family? And think about your partners. They're counting on you to stay in one piece so that you can come to work.
Hey man, I'm not gonna be able to come in today. What? Why? Is this to do with the ladder problem yesterday when you were hanging up signs and you fell off the ladder? My ankle is broken now, so I have to go to the hospital. Yeah, of course you do, huh? Yeah. You know what happened the last time someone needed to call out for an injury? Our stock market value plummeted to 8,500. Jenna had an anxiety attack because there was nobody else here. And you know that one customer? All right, that's right. When you come back in here, I'm going to need you to finish hanging up those signs. But I can't. The ladder fell apart. And remember, we're a family. That's like a classic trope I see in these training videos. I've seen a couple in my own time of working where sometimes they will gaslight you or guilt trip you into believing that you will destroy the company if you ever get injured for any reason. I mean, it can happen. It can happen at any time. So why make your employees feel terrible about that? Like, obviously, yeah, try and take precautions, but if it happens, it happens. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that mopping technique, dude. Hell yeah. You see that mopping technique? That was sick. I've never seen anyone clean a floor better than that guy.
Actun, cuidado.
Actun, cuidado. I think we got enough for safety tips, but what kind of other safety can we potentially go over? I have another video. I don't want to go too far into it because there are some very serious moments and I would like to not make fun of those. However, the dramatizations, priceless. Yeah, so this next one's going to be about robbery. Again, I know that these can be kind of traumatic moments. Quick little warning for you if you're not in the headspace for that. Totally understandable. However, we will be just covering just the dramatizations, not the stories or anything.
Okay, I just don't want to surprise you, okay?
This thing's gonna make some noise when I open it up. You give him the money now.
And by this, I mean me. I'm gonna be the one that opens up to you if you don't hurry up and give him the money right now. I'm about to unload my entire past on you if you don't hurry it up.
Make a mental note of the robber's physical appearance and any other details that may be helpful to the police.
Take note of those 50-cent press-on tattoos that he got from the restaurant next door. Could save your life. Actually, it might. If you're describing it to the authorities later, that actually might come in handy. They then go on to tell you how to describe perpetrators to the officers when they arrive on scene.
One man, 5'7", blue eyes and 165 pounds, a goatee, black denim jacket, jeans. The second man...
Yeah, they were both lame as hell. One was like 5'7", and he had press-on tattoos. His drip was weak as hell, dude. Anytime he said a single word, -2. Well, I gotta get out of here. Gotta go fast. Well, maybe it's not worth working at one of these stores. It seems kind of dangerous. I don't know if I would want to work at one of these places. Besides, with streaming, I don't really think there's that many to pick from anyways, even if we could. The moral of this story is that at the end of the day, you may have to watch a training video, and even though you do that, you're always going to have a manager or a higher up that's going to inevitably unlearn you of those things and cut corners and ruin everything that the training tape tells you anyways. So that's pretty much it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you indulging me once again, and I hope you indulge me in the next video. I appreciate y'all, and hope y'all have a solid day.